Hello and welcome to SULKNATIONtv. In this episode, I'm going to finally, I've given it a couple of weeks, I'm going to actually take Project Sulk down some country lanes with my new Eibach Pro Kit springs on. It's sitting pretty. I've just had a four-wheel alignment done at Mid Devon Tyres and Servicing Exeter. They got it in really quickly. It was out really quickly. I met a lovely guy called Sean, who's very much into JDM and Jap cars generally. And yeah, good start to the day. So let's chuck Project Sulk down some lanes that I know quite well, that I haven't driven in a car this big. I drove them a lot in the R53 Mini Cooper S, which I built for these sort of lanes. This car, I've been surprised so far with how good the handling is. It's quick. It's quicker than I thought it was going to be. So how is it going to be on these lanes? Well, let's find out. I mean, this is going to be a real test for the Pro Kit. Because the car is sitting lower, I reckon, I'm estimating it's about 30mm lower. It's going to be intriguing to see how well it rides over the road conditions that we've got coming up, which are relatively bad. Yes, I will be dodging potholes generally, and if you see me slow down and take my foot off the gas, it's not because I'm scared, it's because I don't want to damage my lovely, lovely CL9. So we'll see how this video goes. And let's see how clear this little sort of bridge thing is, because this is very enjoyable to drive fast on. And let's go. It's even just hitting VTEC in third. I mean, second is good, but hitting it in third, wow. Like, the car is moving and it feels stable in third, whereas second it starts feeling like it's getting away when it hits VTEC. In third, it feels like it's stuck to the road. And I mean, you know, I'm not going very fast. In the grand scheme of things, I'm sticking within the speed limit-ish. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm not going particularly quickly. But the way this car accelerates, I mean, yes, I know before this car I was a bit of a VTEC virgin, a double V. I certainly don't feel like that now. I kind of understand how it engages. You know, having a double overhead cam or a dual overhead cam, however you want to say, the dosh, apparently. However you want to say that. This car's pickup, I mean, oh, once you're in that rev range, I can't think of anything that kind of accelerates like it. You know, it is a little bit similar in certain ways to a supercharged car, the way that it just builds. But, you know, you've got the whine of the supercharger. The supercharger's on all of the time. When this hits, well, I'm noticing it after 4,000 revs, but when this is in the middle fives, where VTEC is meant to kick in, this car just goes. It's so quick. And I enjoy that a lot. So we're just going to be driving into the village of Broadclist in a minute, which is a very picturesque village. And I'm not going to do a tour guide thing. I've done that before in the Mini, which, you know, it had some vans. But yeah, I like driving around here. This bit is going to be a little bit mundane because it's a little village and I can't drive too fast through the village. But then it's pretty picturesque and that's nice. Oh, there we go. So I'm just going to, you know, flow through this village in third gear. Maybe what I'll do, I'll speed up the footage and not talk. Yeah, that'll be fun. So just doing 30 miles an hour on, you know, these are okay roads. The car is so sedate, it's so relaxed, and you know, the shocks are soaking up everything, and the Eibach Pro kit, the springs are you know, taking in every little bit of the road. But let's see what happens when I accelerate to 50. So leave it in third. I mean, is it kicking in? And yes, it's kicking in beautifully. Oh, the sounds, the sights, the enjoyment, the smile on my face. This car has it all. And, you know, I am going to be hitting some more tight roads in a second, but the suspension, the ride quality doesn't feel compromised by the lowering springs, by dropping it this 30-ish mil. It's either 30, it might even be 35, but I think it's more 30. And, you know, the ride isn't compromised. It wasn't a floaty car to begin with. Now it feels far more stuck, especially, you know, at 50 miles an hour, round little corners like this, which, you know, aren't that taxing, but, you know, you need to make sure you're pointing the car in the right direction, thankfully. Obviously. Yeah, the car feels even more settled. It feels squat on the road. And that's what I wanted. I wanted it to feel a little bit sharper by lowering it a little bit. Not just for aesthetic reasons, although that was a hugely important thing. The suspension setup that I'm now running is coping. So let's slow down, slam it into second, get around this relatively tight corner. And also it gives you the opportunity to put your foot down as you come round. And into third. So this bit of road now is going to be the real test. This is going to be what marks out the handling of this car in its current situation. So fingers crossed I don't stack the car, obviously. Fingers crossed I don't come across too much traffic. I mean, I've got a transit in front of me, which, judging by the fact that I used to live around here, and being stuck behind van drivers, they do like to clear a path. So I'm not particularly bothered that I've got a transit in front, because he'll probably be going pretty quick anyway. Oh, it's all relative, I suppose. He's not going that quick. Now, this bit of road surface is pretty bad coming up. I'm going to be dodging the potholes, especially as I'm, you know, going downhill. I'm on an incline. No, a decline. Get it right. I've got a feeling I am actually going to get stuck behind some traffic, which blows a little bit. It's not what I really wanted to happen. Also, you know, my rear brakes aren't great, so I'm not going to be able to throw it about and be able to stop like I'd like to. So what I'm probably going to do in a minute, if the traffic doesn't speed up a bit, is I'll probably pull over and stop it here and then continue when there's less traffic in the way. But I mean, the scenery is nice. Let's look at that. The scenery is very nice. Ooh, scenery. I've not heard any rubbing so far, and there was some, you know, tight bits there, but, you know, I'm not going particularly fast, so I'm not expecting to hear rubbing on the arches or any knocks coming from the suspension anyway. But it'll be good to know if I do receive anything like that. And thus far, no. Oh, well, the transit's gone, and there's a little Renault van. I've got a disdain for newer French cars or vans, so let them get a little bit ahead of me. Also, by letting this little van get ahead of me, I can use it as a marker because of the brakes, should something big be coming down the other side of the road, or essentially on this road, coming down the road, like another Renault. And then a Vauxhall. Welcome to SULKNATIONtv, commentary on other cars sharing the road with me today. Maybe that could be a new series of videos. Would anybody watch them? Unlikely. Right, so that's my first proper clunk in a pothole, and yeah, the car dealt with it. So well done, Eibach. Your pro kit for this car is absolutely absolutely excellent. Even if I can't test it quite the way I wanted to test it right now. But it's country lane driving. Sometimes, you know, you get dealt a good hand and it's free, empty road. Other times, yeah, not so much. Like today. Come on, Belingo, speed up. 60 miles an hour this road. Belingo! And the annoying thing is, the size of this car, I'm not going to be able to overtake him. So, especially as he's driving kind of in the middle of the road. He keeps veering over to the right a little bit, which is annoying. So yeah, on this unsatisfactory note, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, then please subscribe. Turn on notifications. Check out SULKNATIONtv on Facebook and Project Sulk on Instagram. Oh, here we go. Oh, real test. Woo! And until the next time, I've been me, you've been you, and well done for that. Yeah, this is really annoying. Oh well.